Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, September 12th. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and the SPY. And say what you will, the bulls have to be very, very happy for today. Yes, we gapped and napped, ramped and camped. I hate those terms. But that's basically what we did. We end 11 out of 13 wide in ES. SPY ends 10 out of 13 wide. I was going to use I as an afternoon rally high. They took it out in ES in the last second of the regular trade hours. SPY missed it. I'll just put it in there, but I'm not so sure how much to lean on it. But we have a weekly gap to the upside. Unless this number, which is just so absurd how the market has to wait on these things, unless this number comes in really out of whack, what is the market trying to do? It's trying to go up. And I think it would continue to do that. So unless the number is really different from what they're expecting, like I said, we got above the 50, we got above 4,000, we have a weekly gap now today, we got above the 20. Now, again, one day doesn't make a market. We tested the 20 a couple of times today. Last time was in K. We touched it in SPY and went back. But again, I think the buyers are still attempting to get going and go up to that weekly gap. I did not trade much today. I did okay. I mean, I took two longs. I didn't do anything after E period. I took two longs in B, two longs in C, one in D, made money on those 5, lost on a small long in E. I didn't think it would push down as much as it did. Then I was waiting for a new low on the day. If we didn't fill the gap and that's all they wanted, to get long. And on the flip side, when we pushed up, I was looking for a new high on the day because we, to fade it because we weren't getting much. None of that happened. We did not take out the IB. We did that once last week, I think somebody said. We did it once in June or July. It only happens about 5 times a year. Well, that's 3 times we've done it now in the last 2 or 3 months. We're the only ones. Qs took out their IB low. And look at that. N period took out the high. That's interesting. Qs end 11 wide. And Russell took out their IB low. They end with an afternoon pullback in K, and they end 11 wide. So again, not much trading for me. So put a few shekels in the pocket, and we move on. As far as destinations, in SPY, I'll use I's high 411.08 as an afternoon rally high. Then a daily high of 411.73, and then above that we have single prints. They start at 411.92, get filled at 95 from the 26th of August. 412.87 to 414.40 is the big one. And then another large one, 414.91 to 418.05. For the downside, we have 410.27, 10 wide. 408.46 daily low, filling the gap at 407.51, 95-point gap. And then you should have the other things for the downside. In the ES, for the upside, we have today's high at 37.75. Single prints, they start at 31 to 50.25 from the 26th. Next set, 55.50 to 87 from the 26th. So those are large ones. And then for the downside, 11 wide at 23.75. That is C's low. Today's low of 03.75, and then fill in the gap at 95. And then below that, 40 single prints. They start at 45 and get filled at 44.75. And then just quickly on the chart. So here's the weekly. We had an outside week up, bullish. Well, even more bullish today. We gapped higher and held it. Right on that trend line. Look at that from the year low. Again, I think tomorrow is the last thing. I think you have PPI on Wednesday. But again, CPI is a big one because if CPI is in line, PPI should be in line. So tomorrow's the big one. If it stays in line, what is the market trying to do? Here's the weekly. It's trying to go up. Here's the daily. It's trying to go up. So if that number doesn't upset the market tomorrow, I think we will grind, like I said, into Fed Day, finally take back all of this day, that huge trend day from the 26th, and maybe attempt to get into this gap, but at least get to around the 420 level. Again, that's still my target unless something comes out tomorrow that changes the landscape. drastically. Thanks for the likes and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.